It's the weekend again here at Muscle in the Morning, brought to you by IronMag Labs. Make your mark. I'm Dave Palumbo, and today is Friday, February 5th, 2016. Let's find out what's going on in the world of bodybuilding and fitness. Ladies and gentlemen, do not adjust your screens. What you're seeing has not been photoshopped, nor has been altered in any way. These are in fact real photos of a monstrous-looking 321-pound Jason Janoff that Muscle in the Morning was able to obtain from our inside sources. We haven't seen Janoff since he showed up looking much improved at last season's North American Championships, where he finished 5th in a very respectable super heavyweight class. Janoff is currently in the midst of what has clearly been a ridiculously productive off-season, and is planning to hit the stage later this year, bigger and harder, without sacrificing his waist or conditioning. And if he makes good on his promise, it seems like there's not a single person that can stand between him and his IFBB Pro card. It's been a while since we've heard anything from Brian Yersky. The 2012 NPC National Super Heavyweight and overall champ made his long-awaited pro debut last season when he mixed things up at the Chicago and Golden State Pro shows, and looks like he's well on his way to ushering in his 2016 sophomore campaign with a bang. New progress photos surfaced recently showing a much thicker and denser version of Yersky than we've seen in years past, which should serve him very well when he laces up the old posing trunks to hop back on stage later this season. Now that he's gotten his feet wet on a pro stage and the nerves are out of the way, Yersky can focus on getting down to business and doing whatever he has to empty the clip and show up at his best. With a few minor improvements and a crisp, drier look, it shouldn't surprise anyone one bit to see him land a top 5 placing later this season. With just a month to go before she returns to the stage to defend her Arnold Classic title, the reigning queen of the fitness division, Oksana Grassina, looks like she's already in rare form. Earlier this week, Grassina released some private footage from a recent training session where we see the woman who has a legitimate claim to being the best performer in the history of the sport, giving us a behind-the-scenes look at what it takes to become a champion. Pound for pound, I don't know if there's any current Olympia champion, male or female, who separated themselves from the pack quite like Oksana, who's entering into this show as the obvious favorite. And with her out-of-this-world routines and a world-class physique that just keeps continually improving, Queen Oksana is in a class all her own. I don't think we're going to have to worry about that dreaded sophomore slump from second-year figure pro Nadia Wyatt. Wyatt had quite the rookie year last season, putting together top 5 finishes on 3 separate occasions. So far this offseason, Wyatt has done a nice job of adding muscle in all the right places, and seems to be on track to hit the ground running when she starts her contest prep later this season. Although she isn't going to out-muscle anyone on stage, Wyatt has shown us that she really knows how to hit her mark and show up on game day in condition. So if she can find a way to nail a look close to what we saw at the Dallas Europa Pro with a bit more overall size and fullness, she might have some top 3 finishes awaiting her in the very near future. Don't look now, but here comes Candace Lewis. Last year's Arnold Classic figure runner-up is on her way back to Columbus, and she's coming back with a vengeance to collect a title that many believed was rightfully hers. There's a very short list of athletes whose physiques have a structure and overall flow that can even hold a candle to Lewis's. And when she's 100%, a legitimate argument could be made that she's the best figure athlete on the planet. But this show certainly isn't going to be some walk in the park, even if she does show up at her best, because she still has one huge Miss Olympia-sized hurdle in the way of Latoya Watts that she'll have to contend with if she's going to emerge victorious. So, if you happen to be in Columbus when things kick off for the figure division, buckle up your seatbelts and get your popcorn ready, because things are going to get wild in a hurry. And finally, in case you missed the latest Live with Rich Piana interview, the replay is now available exclusively at rxmuscle.com. And that does it for yet another edition of Muscle in the Morning, brought to you by IronMag Labs. Make your mark. Check out ironmaglabs.com today. I'm your host, Dave Palumbo, reminding you to always be true to your passions. And make sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Hey guys, it's Stevie B here. If you like what you're seeing, hit the subscribe button below and never miss another RX Muscle show, segment, or update. RX Muscle is #1. Woo!